The gang had you outnumbered. There's no doubt about it, right? There were more of them and there was only one of you, and it was bound to take place that you would be taken out of the picture, you would be taken down, and you would never be able to get back up. But it's no gang vibes here, all right? It's this gang that tried to take you out is really shocked that it's not working, right? Their efforts are fraudulent, almost comical, and even teeters on criminal, right? Where this group thinks that, there's something about you that makes them feel like they have to destroy or they have to do something about your presence because it's too overpowering. You overpower many people with your spirit. You make other people nervous because of your bright aura, because you're intelligent. They need to take out the intelligent person that's affecting their social standing. You go so high in life. You're up now. Like, you're so high that the enemies feel like the only hope they had to minimize your greatness was to take you out of the picture, but they needed that group. You stand 10 toes down, right? You're not going anywhere. And the gang understood that they needed recruits to help them in this diabolical initiative. And even with this gang effort to try to wipe you out, destroy, maim, intimidate, whatever the case might be, it didn't have the prescribed effect. It didn't work the way that they thought it was going to work. Now they're trembling with fear. They're feeling trepidation. They're concerned about their forward movement or future movements. What can they do now? Because they see that they are failing miserably at this initiative to hurt you, right? They sit around, they watch you. They sit around, they lurk, and they start getting more and more angry about your beautiful aura. They start getting really angry about your light, about your presence, about your future, right? They start getting worried and intimidated that other people like you, people love you, respect you, want to collaborate with you. People have good things to say about you. It's awesome to be next to somebody like you. And the gang doesn't like that. This group hates that. They hate that you have such a bright light that attracts people to you and that people can see that you're special. The gang doesn't like that. The gang is comprised of individuals who are insecure, who are malicious, who are bystanders in life, people who are not confident in themselves, not confident in their abilities, skills, and talents. I mean, if they truly were, they probably wouldn't go so hard as a group to try to get one individual out of the picture. You're too strong for these people. The gang is comprised of some kind of makeshift leader, right? Or a self-appointed leader who was most likely the individual who was the recruiter, right? The main perpetrator, somebody who saw you first or felt angry enough about you first that they felt like they had to come up against you, but they needed help, they needed allies. And a lot of these bystander insecure individuals bit the bait. These individuals went the whole 9 yards trying to destroy. And at the end of the day, it's not working because you're too mighty. That's why they wanted to take you out in the first place, because they saw that you were very strong, and it intimidated them and worried them about their place in life, even though it shouldn't be worrying them. There's space enough on the planet for everybody to go up. There's space for everybody to be who they want to be, and with a lot of space left over. But the gang does not see it like that. They see it like there's nowhere for me to grow and to expand because you shine too bright, or you are taking the spotlight in a way that triggers them or makes them feel so deeply, so severely insecure about themselves, right? The gang failed miserably. You were definitely outnumbered, right? You were outnumbered. You were by yourself or with very few, with this diabolical clan trying to come up against you, thinking that because there's more of them, it'll be easier for them to take you out of the picture, or for you to back down, or to to dumb you down so that you don't continue to grow, because they see that's what's going to happen. They failed. And that makes the gang more afraid and more intimidated, because it doesn't matter how many allies they have. None of them have your spirit. None of them have your glow. Trying to take your glow away is not going to give them a glow. Trying to take your light away, trying to make you be in the shadows is not going to make them be in the light. But these individuals think backwards. A lot of them are bots. A lot of them do not think for themselves. They require other people to think for them, so they behave robotically. And they're not using their own minds to really think about what they're really getting into here. Instead, they start tweaking and start performing as whatever next man or next woman tells them to do. Whereas you have your own mind, and they're super, super intimidated by that. They're very intimidated that you have your own mind, make your own way, do your own thing, and they're here having to stop you from doing your own thing. And they're neglecting their own garden. You see, this gang is backwards. These individuals think strange. You know, they don't have a normal thought process. And when I say normal, I mean at least functional, acceptable. It's not there. We don't see it there. We don't see the intelligence there. We see shakiness. We feel jealousy, envy, strife. We feel the anger. We feel the contempt and the disdain coming from this group. They failed miserably. This clan failed miserably. They think if they get anybody on their side and be like, hey, that's the one we're trying to get, that means that it's going to work. They know who they're up against. That's why they put the group together. That in of itself speaks volumes, but they don't see it like that, because these individuals are very robotic. You know, they're not thinking that their actions will backfire, even worse, because they're doing it as a group. And it doesn't matter who the ringleader is. Everybody who followed this group or joined this group is going to be in for the same consequence, because they had free will to decide whether or not they should really go out on this diabolical venture. And for whatever reason they did, now they're not exempt from the consequences that will befall them, because they're trying to hurt you or destroy you. It seems like the world's residents, a lot of them are very backwards, right? I'm starting to see like good is bad and bad is good. It's a lot of negative energy that I see ramping up in the world, and it does not make sense. You know, you would think that when you're doing your own thing and you're minding your business, that's something to be respected, or that's something to behold. But no, a lot of people out here move like that's something to destroy, or that's something to be jealous of or start being competitive over. It's backwards, right? But then if you move like you're hard and you act like you're tough and you bully everybody around you, it's like that's when you gain respect, or that's when people like you, or that's when people feel like, you know, they could rock with you. But that doesn't make any sense. And we know that. We know that makes no sense. We know that's backwards. We know that is very strange, but the gang is strange. You know, this group is odd. They're off. We're not off. How they want to make it seem. We're good in our heads. They're not. Because if they were, why are they doing all this? You know, to be good in one's mind means to also be able to make just choices, proper choices, so that you can be the best person in life for yourself, for your kids, for the community, for humanity, for mankind, like that. So this gang is going out in a way where it's like they don't have that pure mindset, or they don't think about the future in an optimistic way. A lot of them are pessimistic about their own state of affairs. So what's it to them to get at you? But they know they need more. They know they need more people, because you're not like everybody out here, right? It's very exhausting to like be living your own life, doing your own thing, staying out the way. You're not even bothering people, but people are bothering you, trying to get at you, trying to target you. Why? You know, trying to nitpick at you, it's a group thing. It's a group thing, and it failed. You know, all they're doing is cementing your spine. That's all they're doing. All they're doing is making you stronger, because you move different, because you see the ploys. Nothing gets past you. These gang people, they don't know. They don't get it. They don't understand how relevant you really are, how in you are. You're locked in, man. And that's the thing. It's like they don't understand that you're not going anywhere. It's not like you're going to stop trying to get higher, because all these individuals who formed a group against you are antagonizing you. That's going to make you grind more, go harder more, get away from the negativity more, where you're out of reach. And they're not seeing that. They think it's going to make you stumble and fall. Well, it seems like the people in this gang all have loose laces. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones who are falling over, stumbling over, can't keep themselves upright, can't keep themselves upstanding, because they decided to be mean and evil and cruel together. Leave it in the comments and say, I am strong. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm not going to be taken out of the picture, right? I'm here to stay. I'm making moves. All right. I see what the gang is doing and I'm not with it. All right. Let it be known in the comments if you feel like there is a group, an evil group or a gang in your life. It could be family, friends, co-workers, you name it. Let it be known if you feel like this is happening in your life or it has happened. And please share the circumstances if you feel, if you so do wish. Please do share, because it helps the community to really like compare and contrast what's been going on in these circumstances. It's very uplifting to have these conversations and to really feel like it's a community thing, right? So please share your thoughts. You're stronger than the gang, right? You're stronger, and they failed. And it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter who comes up against you, 20, 50, 100, the whole organization, whatever the case might be, you are still here and they're still afraid of you. You understand? That's what makes them more afraid. They're afraid of you. They saw that it failed. They're afraid of you. They're scared. All right, everybody? And you should keep your fear at bay. You know, because you're the one here able to change things, change the face of things, because you have a good heart. And those who don't have good hearts that are trying to converge on you and try to hurt you, they're being moved out of the way. You don't have to worry, because they will not infiltrate your happy place ever again. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay up, and I'm going to see you guys soon. Okay, bye.